Are we live? I think we're live. We're live. What's going on, everyone? Welcome to another episode of the Fly Boys Show. Of course, everyone's favorite. How's everyone doing? Who do we got in chat? Caleb, Pixel Pulse. Yeah, it's going to be peak. We'll see. We'll see. I'm excited. First, as you can tell by the title, first game in a long time where I've actually been excited about it. So, there's that. That's 10 years, okay? The last game I've ever bought from Pokemon, okay? Like, I bought, or it was bought as a gift from my parents, was Sun and Moon. That was the last one. And so, it's going to be exciting. It's going to be exciting. Hold on, I'll go look at the server. Yeah, who else? Mega Zeraora. No, it's one of my favorite megas from the new one. Yo, what's up, Coco Wolf Girl? Yeah, what's up, Pixel Pulse? Yeah, Beast Boy powers, bro. Yeah, what's up, Eclipse Genesis? My day was all right. My accounting class had this like hold on, is this too dark? No, it's fine. My accounting group had this like NASCAR thing where we had to take wheels off and put them back on, so that was fun. Except they took up my whole day, so I'm kind of like pissed off. It's fine. It's fine. Dude, I'm not going to have a break at all today. I'm actually going to kill myself. Dude, the White Castle shirt. Yeah, come on. Come on, bro. But as I was saying, oh, and Barrius. I don't think if Barrius is going to be in the stream. I heard he didn't want to get Pokopia spoiled for him, so there's that. But no, like, every Pokemon game that's come out, including Sun and Moon. Sun and Moon, frankly, did not deserve my purchase, in my opinion. But it happened anyways. You can't really undo that. But genuinely, ever since that game. Because here's the thing. I remember when Sun and Moon was coming out, I was super hyped for it. Because the last game before it was Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire. And I was keeping track with the news of Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. And X and Y before that. Like, 12-year-old me was going ham every day. I'd check to see if Jay Witz dropped a new video. There was this guy I watched who made like daily videos on like leaks and stuff. So I was super in the paint. I was like, look, I got to know everything about Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire as it comes out. The Megas, the Koro leaks. And then I started to do the same with Sun and Moon. That's what I was doing. The starters drop. And then I'm kind of just like, I wasn't self-conscious about it yet. But in hindsight, I was losing steam. I was like, I don't really care about these news drops like I used to. I had a friend in middle school who was still really wired in to the whole leaks thing. Because we became friends together, you know what I mean? Because of Pokemon. And I just was not in it. And I still bought Sun and Moon, and I was still excited to play it on release and all that other stuff. But I just realized, I think it was the moment when I started to realize the game series has changed. And it really started with Pokemon Go. It really did. That feels like the inflection point where Pokemon changed. It's not what it used to be. There's like PPG, pre-Pokemon Go, and I guess it would be PPG, post-Pokemon Go. Before BPG and APG, okay? You got before Pokemon Go, after Pokemon Go. Completely different franchise, completely different vision. But yeah, lost in the Pokemon sauce. I was, dude, back in the day in Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. Yo, what's going on? Hold on, what we got here? Dude. Let's see, everyone. Ooh, Pidgeotto? Venipede? And Ghastly, dude. Hold on. You've got a lot, dude. Dude, that's cool. That's cool, dude. Yeah, we're gonna poke you. Okay, should I show that I have it? No, it's okay. No, don't worry, Pixel Pulse. Don't worry about it. You're not gonna offend me if you leave. It's okay. I should probably go pull up the game already. I guess I should pull up the game. Hold on. So, maybe some teasers for a future stream as well. I don't think I'm going to be playing Pokemon Champions a lot. I haven't downloaded it yet. It's on the screen, but I have not downloaded it yet. Just because, you know, I'm not really a competitive battler. And frankly, the things I've heard about Pokemon Champions is actually hilarious. Like, there's only like 126 Pokemon. There's only going to be like 100 or 186. It was something. It was crazy. Not a lot of Pokemon. They got rid of my favorite items. Like, Choice Specs isn't there. What is it? Life Orb's gone. And, you know, it just feels like a watered-down Pokemon competitive experience compared to something like Showdown or even Scarlet and Violet, to where I'm like, okay, what's the goal here? What's the goal here? Are we here to get a definitive, like, game, or not Game Freak per se, but the Pokemon Company, are we here to get a definitive battling simulator, or are we here to get some money? Because you really got to make that clear off the get-go, because I don't like half in, half out type shit. Yeah, I love Mega Zeraora, dude. Champion seems to need some tweaks before it's good. No, for real, dude. For real. I ran a choice band Chen Pao on Showdown, and like you can't do that in Champions. There's no choice band. There's no choice band. I don't know. Is it different? And I am resistant to change? Yes. However, there's a reason why Pokemon competitive is still a thing today. It's fun. It's advanced. It's creative. And I don't know. You said Shady grinded it out today and seemed to enjoy it. Not sure how I feel about it yet. I mean, sure. I'm sure it's a great game. It's Pokemon. They never ship out a product that's not at least a 5 out of 10. Thing is, my expectations for this company is a lot higher than maybe, I don't know, a smaller developer like I don't even care, like an indie game studio. Like my expectations for Pokemon's a little bit higher. Same with this game, by the way, Pokopia, Koei Tecmo, whatever the name is. People that make the Samurai Warriors games. I have high hopes for them. Yeah, Showdown is very accessible too. Dude, yeah, the shinies are freaking awesome, dude. Yeah, our expectations are definitely high. But that's how it should be. You're the highest grossing franchise in the world. Okay, Pokemon? Like, we expect good games. We expect good games. We expect games that aren't outshined by, like, a single dude in a basement. A single dude in a cave with scraps made a ROM hack better than any game you made in the last 10 years. See, we can't have that. We can't have Tony Stark beating Game Freak at their own game. But anyways, I think it's about time we get started. What are we thinking? Woo! Dude, this is weird. I've not spent money on a video game in a long time. In a long time. Like a cute little Ditto. Yeah, I'm gonna the Ditto human character is gonna have to grow on me. It's gonna have to grow on me. I'm sure it will. But that's probably my least favorite thing of this game so far is the sort of Ditto look. All right. Okay. Let's go, gang. Let's go! Koei did a way better job than the Game Freak? Okay. I assume so. They're a great developer. 3 Houses. The Warriors games. They're good, bro. Yeah, time for Pokopia. It's time, guys. It's time. Oh, next. All right. Yo, okay, so like, guys, if you are thinking about playing Pokopia, this is really what this stream, or maybe the few streams I do with Pokopia are going to be about. It's like, see if you want to play it, see if you like it. If you have played it, see what, like, I'm sure there's going to be moments. Oh, I got to tap A to get this guy awake. Yo, what's up? Rise and shine, you certainly look well rested. Are you looking for something? Okay, okay. Yo, Ditto's the perfect woman, this is true. The Pokédex, bruh. Pokemon the goat, but they don't speak goat. Oh ho, a Pokédex. This model comes with the camera. Gang, bro. Is it Peak or Cope? No, facts. Pokopia or Pokopia? Okay. Pokopia, bro. Dude, asleep mid-after. I wish, dude. I wish. Holy crap. Yeah. I feel like we need more fairy water types. Primarina, I think it might be the only one. That's a good typing combo, not gonna lie. Am I body type? Chat. Am I body type A or body type B? I don't know. Chat. Am I selection A or selection B? I'm trolling. Yeah, dude. I wish I could be asleep. I gotta get used to this, dude. This is actually, what are we looking at? I gotta get used to this. No, it's fine. It's fine. No, it's fine. Just, please. So, okay. No, what? Okay. So we change his color. Okay. Dude. Femfly, let's go, dude. I'm gonna wake up 8 hours later and find you're still playing or something. No, don't worry. I got work and crap. I hate my life, dude. I still like the art design post Sword and Shield. Sword and Shield had half of fire design than, what do you call it? Has only half as fire of a design than Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. Yeah, they're right. It was fine. The fade, I cannot do the fade. Does it say fade? 2 block cut? We're just gonna have to do short. Call me basic. Call me basic. All right. Red, of course. Okay. I'm liking how this is going. We're chill. We're chill. Lots of red. We're gonna go black. We're chill. We're chill. Maybe some blue? Nah, I like this. I like this. There we go. Look at that, chat. Look at that! Oh, fly femboy, dude. For real. Tapu Finney's water fairy. Oh, and oh yeah, Azumarill. There is a few water fairy types. I didn't even know that, dude. Dude, selection 3, bro. No, this is, I'm gonna have to get used to this, okay? Yeah, I'm used to, like, human characters. I know it's a Ditto. Makes sense. But wow. Wow. Like, there's just something off. It's the uncanny sort of skin suit vibe where I'm just kind of like, yeah. And the clothes are all goopy. Yeah, I know. I get the concept. I don't want anyone coming in here and explaining a concept to me. Okay? I know. It's a little gross. Maybe let me play as a Pikachu. Got a TM on his forehead. Yo. Flyboy X Red. No, for real, dude. Me and Red. Second favorite streamer. I'll take that as a compliment. That's okay. I can take it personally. Hey, they brought the... Yo, chat. They brought holding B to run back. Oh, my gosh. Oh. Koei, you know the way into my heart, which is pressing the B button, bro, to run. Yeah, Skinwalker Flyboy right here. Who's there? Gadzooks. Dude, I love this. I love that Pokemon are talking again. Dude, I haven't had this in so long. Pokemon's become so human-centric. I'm glad we're back. Yo. Tanagram. I'll beat Tanagram one day. No, the Pokemon in the newer games, they make them too plasticky. There used to be sort of an anime vibe to Pokemon. And it's really just not working anymore. Because they're not even trying. They're doing like a Pixar sort of vibe. And I don't like it. I don't like it at all. Way too plastic. Honestly, that's kind of what every Nintendo game's doing right now. Every Nintendo game has this sort of weird plastic look to it. Which is safe. It's you know, it's inoffensive. Pixar's been doing this for what, 20, 30 years now? So it's an inoffensive art style. It's just like not quite my tempo. Not quite what I expect from Pokemon. You know, I feel like Legends Arceus, if you expanded on that a little bit more, the style, I feel like you could have got somewhere, but I don't know. Mega Lucario Z shiny over base Lucario. Yeah, the yellow. Interesting. Yeah, the yellow's kind of... Yeah, it's all right. Could it be your base at look? Yes, me. Based on me. But yeah. I feel like my old Pokemon from GBA DS are now trapped in Switch Purgatory. Dude, no. It's over. Do not send your Pokemon to home. Sending your Pokemon to home is like sending, like, your Jewish neighbor to a concentration camp. Like, that's what's happening. You know, everyone's... I feel like people... They think they're bringing their Pokemon with them. And it's like, all you're doing is extracting them from their ghetto. You're extracting them from Black and White. You're extracting them from Diamond and Pearl. And you're putting them in a concentration camp called Pokemon Home. And maybe they'll be able to play a little bit with their friends outside. You know, maybe they'll be able to take a swim in the pool once in a while in Sword and Shield or something. But it's really over. There's no going back. You're not going back to the ghetto. Okay? You're not going back. It's over. You might get a State of Israel later, but you're not going back. Just saying. Terra Fairy on a dragon type. That's right. They should make a plastic Pokemon that's literally a ghost, another type. A Ghastly Hunter the toy. You know, like a toy Pokemon. I mean, we have the Poke toy, right? I don't know if that's like an actual Pokemon, though. Is that just like a toy? Like, what makes you run away faster with it? I don't know. Is it enchanted? I don't know. But no, a toy Pokemon would be cute. We got Rotom, which is kind of like a little bit like that. No, what happened to the humans? Okay, genuinely. Is there lore or something? Alright. By tilting L. Okay, so it's auto mount like we're playing PUBG or something. Yo. So far, according to what I know, this game's supposed to be an apocalyptic Pokemon world. There's no humans. Are they going to come back? I'm going to miss them. Okay, this game. Interesting, the block aesthetic. I kind of like it, though. Not because it's like Minecraft, but more because it's like the old Pokemon games where it was based on a grid pattern. You know what I mean? So. Is it based? I thought it was like a Clefairy, the Pokédoll. The grass, the trees are withered and dry, and those humans Pokemon, they're gone. Oh! Oh! Squirtle! Water! Water! Squirtle! Water! What's up, gang? Dude, my problem is that I exported them to home as soon as that came out, thinking the new games are going to be great. Then we got the National Dex incident. It's like, yeah. Sorry, pal. They're gone. They're gone forever. Forever the boy in the striped pajamas on the wrong side of the fence. That's what happened to your Pokemon. And you did it. You did it to your Pokemon, Caleb. That was you. Anyone who sent their Pokemon to home, you are worse than literally Hitler, okay? Those Pokemon are forever trapped in the worst software known to man. Not just home, but any Switch game you can put them on. They're trapped, tortured, tormented by these games. A speech bubble will appear above them. Okay. Yeah, hold on. First off, okay. First off, that's not the menu. What's the menu? Not X. Okay, what about start? Nope. Where's my options at? Select? Nope. Okay. What's up? What's up, Squirtle? Okay. Where can I change the text speed is what I'm looking for. Yeah. Also, Flyboy, I don't know if your message are getting through. Scroll up if you can. Okay, hold on. Let me check. Oh, yeah. Shiny Scolipede. No, that's got to be a good looking one, dude. I still have my OG shiny dogs from Art Gold Soul Silver. They've been brutalized, suffering. No, chained animals.
Chained animals. 10 USD. To my dearest Flyboy. It was quite busy at work today. Had a large pile to stock and a lot of customers to help. But I got my hours in. Every hour I think of you. Ponder what you're up to.
Oh.
Has education been stressing you out? Love you, Flyboy.
Barius. Yo. Barius, thanks for the super chat. If you guys don't know, Barius isn't really going to join the stream because he doesn't want Pokopia spoiled for him. So, thanks for the super chat, though. I love you, Barius. Dude, ponders. Ponder what you're up to. No, education has been stressing me out. It's been brutal. It's really been brutal, frankly. Yo! We got water. No, I saw someone watering a whole field. I've seen that before, dude. How's life been? Oh, it's just, you know, stressful. With exams. I got exams not next week, maybe the week after. I think I do have an exam next. No, I have exams next week. No, that's crazy, dude. Yeah, no, you give a kid an egg, a Pokemon egg, and now they've got like a land shark following them. No, it's crazy. Yeah, dude, Doomed Yowie. We're like, it's like Romeo and Juliet. He's like, I don't want to watch Pokopia, but I love you. No, it's beautiful, dude. It's beautiful. I haven't bought one since XY. No, dude. Sun and Moon was my last one. But yeah, it's Coco. It's good to see you in the chat. But like, yeah. Like, this is the first game where I looked at it and I went, you know what? I want to try it out. You know, it's obviously not a mainline game. It's more akin to like a spin-off, like...
Barius sent 1 USD. P.S. Coco a bitch. Got her on my fade.
Yo, Coco, you just gonna let him say that? Yo, Coco, you just gonna let Barry say that to you? You serious? You just gonna let him say that to you? I don't know. I feel like you need to, you know, send a little bit more. Yeah, I'm just kidding, Coco. You're not gonna send money, but... Oh, there's Coco, Bunny Girl, and then Coco's. Angry Dad Gamer making chicken wings for dinner? Of course, well, I'm not there. Of course, while I'm not there. Thanks. Looks like that Pokédex still works after all. So it's kind of like Animal Crossing I'm taking. It's gotta be. Yeah, Discord removed Yowie gifts. 9/11 for real human beings. 9/11 for real human beings. Things have changed. Welcome to believe. I'd come to believe this world is down to a population of 1 to me. I met the 2 of you. Dude, that's kind of crazy. So this is literally post-apocalyptic Kanto, right? Like, that's not a theory. That's literally just what it is. That's literally just what it was. No, Coco, Sun and Moon, for me, I said this a little bit earlier in the stream, but it's just like, it did not live up to the hype, which is all self-inflicted. But I just realized Pokemon wasn't really going down the route I wanted to play anymore. They're fine games. Like I said, they're Pokemon games. They're going to be like at least a 5 out of 10. But we want more. You know what I mean? Discord kept the Yuri gifts. This is what I mean, dude. This is what I mean. This whole society built for women. Okay? I know people are going to be like, no, but Yaoi gifts are for women. False. Yaoi gifts are for real men. Okay? And the Yuri gifts are still on Discord. Can you believe that? Men are the most oppressed group in American society. It's for real, dude. It's just, I'm just saying, dude. I'm just saying. Are you a woman, fly, femme? No. I'm a man. You know, men are cool. Like, I'm not going to say, like, I was really deliberating this, okay? Yo, an electric fighting type could be cool, though. No, they could do a bunch. I'm just going to say this, okay? Pixel Pulse. I was deliberating this over the weekend, over the break. I was thinking, think about this. We're in such an advanced time. Okay, where, you know, gender stuff, a lot of this stuff is just not what it used to be. We're not very traditional anymore, okay? We got women working, we've got men staying at home, ideally. Things just aren't how they were. But I'm thinking, ironically, the most female-like people in the world today are femboys. They are unashamedly female. Like, they act female. Do you know what I mean? And so I think what we could do, you know, because we still need to, because like everyone talks about the fertility crisis in America. How do we solve this fertility crisis? You know, no one's repopulating. If every biological woman transitioned to be a femboy, but did not do bottom surgery, we could solve a lot of problems. I'm just throwing it out there. I'm just throwing it out there. We could solve a lot of the problems with the fertility crisis if we did that. Okay? We're almost there. We got to figure it out. I need to update my stream settings. Hold on. Pokopia? Question mark? Hold on. Bro, can't my dog go to work and I stay home? That's what I'm saying, bro. That's what I'm saying. Wait, Pokopia? Why isn't that showing up, dude? Dude. Bro, this logic. I'm just saying, it's true. No, Trump, if you can hear me. Executive order, whatever you're on, 40 trillion. Executive order 4 billion. All biological women must transition to femboys. All I'm going to say. So, how much does it want me to water? I'm willing to water a lot. Oh. Okay, chill. Chill. Jeez, bro. No, whenever I see Professor Tangrowth, I just think Theodore Roosevelt's voice. Yo! Night at the Museum, Theodore Roosevelt mentioned, dude. Yeah, Squirtle, they are pretty. What if you tried... What are you saying? Why don't you try watering an area where there's a lot of dry, tall grass in one place? Okay, so like right there. Or... Okay, right there. Okay. Yo, the coming AI demiurge will solve our problems. No, the AI figured this one out, okay? I needed to, like, exert a lot of brain power to come up with that, like, hypothesis. The AI probably figured that out, like, 10 years ago. Seriously. All right. Do we get wild encounters or something? Is that, like, a thing? A tall grass habitat. Okay. So there's habitats. Bunch plot. Perfect hiding place for small Pokemon. Okay. Okay. So there are Pokemon here. Okay. Interesting. Getting Professor Tangrowth wet. Are we... What? I don't even know what that said. But yeah, dude. We're getting him wet, bro. Also, factoring the Alola games are predicted Fairy Poison. Did it happen? Fairy Poison. Is that Grimmsnarl? Yo, Flyboy, you're saying you acquired this game legally? I did. Well, dude, it's the Switch too, dude. Have you... Like, here's the thing. I am actually impressed. Because my whole life, Nintendo consoles are literally made. Arrange tall trees, grass, rocks into the right combinations to create Pokemon habitats. Okay. I did not really read what he said, so I gotta get that. Tall grass habitat. Okay. Alright. Chat. Oh! Okay. Yo! Bulbasaur! Dang! Oh, Wheezing. Okay, that makes sense, dude. Dude, exclusive to Switch 2. No, that's the thing. Is like, I'm actually impressed. Would you play Pokerogue on stream? Oh, dude, I totally would. Totally would. What I was saying was the Switch 2 impressed me. My whole life, Nintendo's been a console to hack, okay? Whether it was the Wii, the DS with the R4 card, the 3DS especially. Dude, I was there in the trenches when they were still trying to Nintendo was still trying to stop hacking on the 3DS. You'd have to get this game called Cubic Ninja, and then you'd use the QR scanner in the game to like run a payload, and then you could, that was your backdoor into homebrew, and then you could set things up like Luma. And it was just like, which is a whole custom firmware. And so like back in the day, Nintendo consoles were always the cracked consoles. You know, we're cracking, pause. We're cracking Nintendo consoles, pause. But like now with the Switch 2, no one has found a way to crack it, dude. No one. Unless I'm like just behind. Unless I'm just behind. Like I'm not sure. But it's just, I'm impressed. So the Switch 2, unfortunately, I do have to buy these legitimately. And it sucks. It really does. Because I don't think there's been a game really worth the $60, $70 price tag in the past 10 years. You know, I really wish there was. But I just don't know. Like, this game I really bought mainly so, like, we could see it together. As like a whole stream. You know what I mean? What does Bulbasaur want? Okay, chill. Okay. Press the plus button in the request. All right. Let's see what we got. Let's see what we got. Yeah, okay. That was not the one. Use water gun to revive 10 patches of tall, dry grass. All right, let's get going then. Let's get these tall, dry grass going. Heck yeah. Ooh, a tree. Ooh, yo, this is looking good. This is looking good. Yeah, Cubic Ninja, dude, was insane. You know, for real. For real. But yeah, also the fact we haven't gotten a Pokemon Mystery Dungeon for Switch. We have the remake. We have DX, which honestly, Pokemon right now, the best they can do. Oh. Okay, chill, Unk. Chill, Unk. Did I do enough? Okay, here we go. We're good now. We're good now, bro. DX is phenomenal. Top 5 on Twitch. Or top 5 on Switch. But that's the thing is, like, right now, Pokemon, the best thing they can do is, like, remakes. Because, like, the best content they've ever had is in the past. You know what I mean? Like, I'm sorry, but, like, if they took maybe half the effort they are going to do on Winds and Waves and just, like, sort of not even, like, just remade, like, I don't know, Emerald or something. That's just a pipe dream. Black and White, whatever. In the newest engine and, like, worked out the kinks, I think it'd be a great game. You know, and honest people will be like, but the performance, but it's 30 FPS. I don't care. It's never been about the frames per second. I just want a good Pokemon game. Gosh darn it. I just want a good Pokemon game, dude. Let me touch you. No, Bulbasaur. Let me touch you. Let me touch you, girl. All right. So what is leafage? What's the goal here? So we can make tall grass. So, could I just cover the entire area in tall grass? Is that the goal? Okay. Dude, leafage? Was that a Gen 7 move? Was that added in Gen 7? I feel like my camera is like, it looks like I'm about to fall off the screen. Hold on. There we go. Dude, we can make tall grass. Hold on. No, I'm not going to do anything sus. I'm not going to do sus stuff. Okay. Boom. But if I grow it on regular grass... Okay, no. Okay, if I grow it on regular grass, we're chilling. Okay, that makes sense. Boom. Yo, y'all are going to love this. Y'all are going to love this. Hey, Ditto, what do you want, Squirtle? What do you want? Dude, this is literally Animal Crossing. You just wander around and people are like, hey, can you do this for me, dude? Would you rather be British or a femboy? Femboy. Frick, dude. Something about being British just does not sound right. It doesn't, like, jive right in the soul. You know what I mean? Leafage is Gen 7. All right. Yo, can I just say, I saw a complaint about Pokemon Champions, and I'm not one to, like, you know, I'm not very picky when it comes to, like, graphics and stuff. Never really been that guy. But the most funny thing is I think there's a lot of things you can criticize Pokemon Champions for, just from what we've gotten so far. And it's funny because someone complained about it only running at 30 FPS in handheld mode. And to that, I'm like, it's Pokemon Champions. It could run at 1 frames per second, and literally nothing about the gameplay changes. Literally nothing about the gameplay changes. Like, it's actually insane the lengths people go to just complain about stuff that really doesn't matter. Oh, they like being squirted on. Pause. Oh, what's up, Tangrove? Now that I think about it, there's not much food to be found around here. Yeah. Yes. Back in my day, there were plenty of Leppa berries growing on trees. Yeah, Pokemon Ranger would be great, dude. Especially because we do got a handheld. And we've got, like, a Joy-Con. There's so many cool ways you can incorporate Ranger still. You know, even if you want to do something outside of the touchscreen. Let's see what we got. Okay, I'm assuming he wants me to find a Leppa berry. Oh, they're on the trees. Boom. Boom. What's up, Tangrowth? What's up? Boom. Look at this. It's for you. Don't tell me he's gonna eat it. Okay. I thought it was good. Hold on, how many does he want? Oh, I could probably check my thing, right? Dude, but I'm serious, bro. I'm serious, dude. So, yeah, Pokemon Champions graphics aren't the worst. Like, they're not good, but, like, I don't care. I don't care. Like, Pokemon could look like utter dog shit. I would not care. Who the flip plays Pokemon for graphics, dude? Like, that's actually, like, you are actually a schizophrenic if you do that. Hold on. Oh, I gotta water these. I gotta water these trees. That's how I'm gonna get Leppa berries. Boom! Let's go. If you were a gym leader, what type would you specialize in? I feel like I have to do, I feel like I have to do flying. I know I love ground. I know I love water. I just, my name's Flyboy. I gotta do flying types. I feel like. And there's a lot of freaking good flying types. Pick up a Leppa berry and give it to Squirtle or Bulbasaur. Okay, so we do have to give one. Bulbasaur, you're disgusting and I hate you, but it's okay. Going from ZA to Champions, the frame rate and overall quality of the graphics, lots is horrendous. Okay. And that's, but for me, it's like, it's Pokemon. And the thing is here too, you know what I mean? It's a battle simulator. We play Showdown And those are literal PNGs. Like literal actual, like literally if you go into the source code of the website, they're PNGs. So it's like, I don't know how much like we're gonna worry about, bro. If judge something based on graphics, get help. No, for real. I mean, I ain't water boy. And yeah, no, Suicune Club brings up a great point. Like, art style matters way more than graphics. Way more than graphics. Okay, art style could carry a shitty console, frankly. And I mean shitty as in like resolution, graphical like capabilities. Like look at the Minish Cap on the GBA, or look at Golden Sun on the GBA. Beautiful games. Look at Final Fantasy VII on the PS1. Beautiful games because they worked within the limitations, but they had a distinct art style they were seeing through. And honestly, right now, I'm kind of disappointed that most Nintendo games are following the same plastic Pixar stuff. I can handle the pixelation and not having fab graphics. I'm guessing what you're saying. The actual quality, such as the fog's visual noise, is brutal. Yeah, and they could limit that. It's a battle simulator. You really don't need a lot of that stuff, but, you know, they're going to do that. Winds Waves graphics look pretty solid. No complaints, really. And, yeah, it's like, that's the thing. It's just like, you know, I'm not going to, like, if I play Winds and Waves, it won't be for the graphics. It will be because it's a Pokemon game. And if it's not a good Pokemon game, then I'll be honest. You know, but never will I bring up the graphics to critique a Pokemon game, because that's ridiculous. I'll critique the art style. I'll critique the art direction, the Pokemon designs, because those things are pretty constant between the games. Like, they always have a 2D render. They always have a 3D render now. But it's like, I'm not gonna complain about the graphics or the frame rate. The frame rate, in my opinion, is the biggest bullshit ever. You're not a CSGO player. You're not a professional esports CSGO player. The frame rate really doesn't matter. It really doesn't. And if you think it does, maybe these games aren't for you. You know what I mean? And I know a lot of people are going to be like, oh, keep bootlicking, you know, or why are you defending this? It's because I grew up on the DS, you know? I don't give a shit about how many frames per second. I can't carry that. So is this like a chair? Oh, it is a chair. Okay. So I can decorate. That's cute. That's cute. Dude, Showdown frame. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Is like Showdown is just like it has better frame rate, but there is no art direction. It's just like snatched, you know, GIFs. Yeah, no, normal type. Yeah, pure flying types. No, all have to have normal type attached to it, dude. Which region would you live in if you were in the Pokeverse? Hoenn's the best. I've talked about this, I think, in like the... That is... Yo, the character design is giving me the creeps, bro. It's actually ridiculous. Where does he want it? Where does he want it? Like right here? Okay. Sit on the chair, bitch. He's like, we walk to the hotel room. He's like, sit in the chair. All right. All right. Interesting. But yeah, go to games love how they look. Yeah. What are you saying? Scarlet Violet Loki had some graphic problems with the environment. That's more because the scope of the game was wrong direction for Game Freak. No, that's totally it. People think it's like the art direction did not lead to the performance problems, okay? It's the scope, you know? Pokemon just can't do that. You know, they're not really an open world type dude. But yeah, the drama on DS, the frames on DS were better though. I mean, the games were 30 FPS. I honestly haven't played Champions yet, so I don't know if it dips below 30. But it's like, the DS games were half the frame rate of the GBA games. I didn't hear anyone complain about it. I didn't hear anyone go, well, why is the frame rate so low? You just accept it. You know, it's because it's a Pokemon game. What do you need high FPS in a Pokemon game for? Genuinely. Like, it's not Devil May Cry. It's not CSGO. You're not doing like frame perfect cancels and stuff. It's a Pokemon game. You click A on an option on a menu. I mean, GBA DS era cutscenes were pure Kino. Oh, dude. Remember those? Remember, like, when N awakens Reshiram or Zekrom? Oh, that was awesome, dude. That was awesome. Oh, it took a while for me to come around to the main character design in Pokopia. You can make it look good, though, once you unlock more customization. I'm sure it's just the whole thing's a goopy thing. Like, the clothes aren't real. I'm never going to get over that. I'm never going to get over that. And part of me wishes they stuck to a real Pokemon. And this is just a personal complaint. But, like, maybe you would play as the different Pokemon to help build the town. That's just what I think. I understand that you do want to have a more personal connection. But, like, even in Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, you could play as other Pokemon in dungeons you've explored already. Like, that was an option. I don't know if that's an option here. I'm going to hold off on saying that, bro. Yeah, you're clicking an attack. That's what I'm saying, though. Ditto, what's in your mouth? Drop it. It's like when your dog's... No, dude. Your dog's chewing on something. And they always run away. They always run away. They know it's bad. That's what I love about dogs. They low-key know when, like... They're more human than, like, the normal animal. You know what I mean? Is that weird to say? Is that weird to say? Feels like dogs... Maybe it's because we've been around them for so long as humans. They figured out how to feel more human to us, like, biologically. You think Pokemon will make it to 50 generations? I hope not. Dead ass. Like, I was talking to my sister about this. W sister, by the way. With just... Okay. So I need some stuff. So maybe I could pick up sticks, right? Okay. Does that mean I can make something yet? No. I need a sturdy stick and a stone. It looks like there's one right here, right? Boom. So that should make us a little fire. Come on. Yes. Hell yeah, dude. But I was talking to my sister about this, and it's like, I treat Pokemon as if it died 10 years ago. Like, genuinely, I would be content today, just as content today, if Pokemon didn't exist, as it does today. As if the final generation was, like, Generation 5 or 6. They haven't made anything since, and they just, like, I don't know. I would be content. I think a lot of people are not content with things ever ending. You know, it's kind of, I feel like that's why people actually like One Piece. And I know that sounds counterintuitive because the number one complaint about One Piece is how long it is, right? But there is no light at the end of the tunnel. And maybe that's the wrong analogy. There is no end. And I think part of our way to cope with mortality is that we try to look for things that don't end. You know, we're always thinking of things that don't end. We're all going to die, you know, but like, I would be content with Pokemon ending today. And I'd be fine with what we have. And I'd be happy with what we have. But I don't think a lot of people are like that. I think a lot of people don't like finality and stuff. They always want a sequel. They always want the next one. They always want the next season. They always want the next game. And it's like, sometimes you just got to let it rest. Let it rest. You know, can it get better? I don't know. Heck yeah. Dude, are they shafting Squirtle as a main character? Yeah, it just looks so brutal, man. I want to see what you think once we get into the game. I just don't think the movement's smooth enough. Is this Champions? Can you move in Champions? I thought it was just a menu that you battle in. Or are we talking about Scarlet Violet? Are we just running around naked the entire game? Yes! That's what I'm talking about! We are a blob! Google Shukurenai? Shukurenai. I'll look it up for you. Kurenai. Okay, dope. White hair, red, black. Let's go. Good color theory. It's so adorable when dogs act guilty like that. It's so true. And I know the cynical part of everyone's like, dogs don't actually like consciously think that. They're just like, they evolved to be like that. And it's like, okay, but like, oh, okay, Unk. We need a Charmander. We need a Charmander, gang. We need a Charmander. It's like hanging out with your ghost homie. I don't know what that was reference to. I feel horrible now. But The Sims is just better than it's ever been. No, that's hilarious, dude. That's what I'm saying. It's like, I'm probably the biggest One Piece fan you guys will ever meet. One Piece is close to ending, and the story's unreal. Can't wait for it to end. But see, that's the thing is like, I'm actually impressed. Like Caleb, like, I think the appeal to those who aren't like for that finality, because like I care about that, is that it might not ever end. And then that idea is so enticing to people because everyone's like, oh, that final episode sucked. And then it's like, yeah, but like it had to end eventually, you know, like Game of Thrones had to end. I'm sorry if you didn't like it, but like it had to end, you know. Maybe that's a bad example. Flyboy, you've got to warm up Uncle Tangrowth. It will happen, dude. It will happen. We will find Charizard, bro. We will find Charizard. Dude, dogs are basically human. That's what I'm saying. Dogs are like real-life Pokemon. Dogs are real-life Pokemon. Okay, I'm sick and tired of all the science and bullshit. It's like, let me believe, okay? And I'm like the most cynical person when it comes to like pets and animals. But it's like 4 tufts of tall grass. Okay. So let's go find a, let's go make some more, actually. I want to make more patches of grass. There we go. For Charmander to live in. But, hey! Turn! You can tell I'm not very good at video games. Dogs gotta be psyched or something, dude. They have an odd connection with us and understand us more than we think. No, it's total. Like, that's the thing is, like, I love that we've just been with dogs for so long that they are literally just Pokemon, dude. It's awesome. Is Tangrowth great grandpa or is he grandpa? No, he's grandpa. This guy's beautiful. Look at this beautiful man. They made Tangrowth, like, not an absolute shitmon for once, which is kind of funny. Do I just run around the grass or what? Or do we gotta find a new area? Or is it more up in the mountains over here? Oh! Oh! We getting Charizard? Or Charizard? Yeah! That's the GOAT. That's the GOAT. I wonder if Champion's gonna be live service. It already is. Right? I get your point. I bet most people would agree with you. For me, One Piece is an insanely complex story that will make the payoff unreal. That's the other side of it. You've been following it for so long, that payoff's going to be insane, dude. People do seek the eternal, though. I mean, it's the fountain of youth, right? It's the fountain of youth. You know, One Piece is the One Piece the fountain of youth. That could be part of it, right? In the story. But, like, in real life, you know what I mean? Like, that is our cultural fountain of youth. Family Guy, Simpsons, One Piece, SpongeBob. Like, that's it, you know? You know if you turn on the TV. You know if you go to 9 Anime or whatever people watch it on now. You're going to see a new episode. It's very interesting. The Owl House is a perfect demonstration. And now we're not getting continuation, but an add-on to the story. But it's like, yeah, you know... Oh, have we been getting double audio? I feel like shit if we've been getting double audio this whole time. But, you know, that's the thing is like... And that's what I respect about Gravity Falls. Shout out to that back in the day. As a kid, having that, or I guess as a preteen, having that show that only had 2 seasons and it wrapped up all the loose ends and it was good, it had finality, that was really good for me. I think that really set the expectation for me to be like, look, things will end and that's okay. And that's a good thing. Like, things are meant to end. We're all going to die one day. So, we're all going to die. We weren't designed for death, but we goofed up the plan. No, that's the thing is like, okay. No, hold on. Caleb, the Diddy Foids messed it up. No, I'm trolling. I'm trolling. No, the Diddy Foids messed it up. Okay. If she just didn't eat that dang apple, we'd be in paradise right now. That's a joke. But low key, they messed it up. And I'm tired of playing both, like this whole both sides thing, okay? Centrism. The whole centrism of the sexes in the fall. You know what I mean? The fall story, bro. It's like Breaking Bad ended at its peak, but that was good. No, Breaking Bad's the best example of ending on the highest note possible. Great show. Love that show. We were living good. That's what I'm saying. Okay? I want to head to sleep. I have a great day for the evening. Eat healthy, drink water, sleep well. Yeah, good luck on any exams or auditions, gang. We're going to need it. Thank you, Pixel Pulse. It was good seeing you, bro. Caleb says Gravity Falls was so good. I didn't like the cartoonishness of Doomageddon, but the story was fire. It's like, and that was fine. For me, it was just like Doomageddon or whatever it was, Armageddon, whatever it was. Like, that's just like, you know, that was the event that had to wrap it all up, you know, the craziness, part of Bill Cipher. It's not like the event itself, like the traits of the event itself didn't matter to me as much as the fact that there was an end, you know, and I like that. But no, we were living good. I'm tired of the centrism, bro, of like the sexes. And as part of the LDS church, we kind of have to accept that. But I'm of like the whole like, okay, yeah, Eve partook of the fruit first. She ate it first, okay? She ate it first. That's her. And do we even know, like, was the serpent there? I don't know. You know? Like, was she lying? Follow me. Come on, gang. Let's go. I've got this. Boom. Come on, chat. We literally invented fire. Come on, dude. But no, women ruined it for everyone. Absolutely ruined it. And, you know, I wish I had the video, but I posted on my Instagram story. And it was like this girl who posted on YouTube, like, you know, selfie, talking, you know, Adam was simping. Dude, that's what I'm saying. And people hate when I say stuff like that. They're like, isn't that sacrilegious? Like, bruh, Jesus Christ is God, okay? Like, that's where, like, Jesus Christ, the Father, the Holy Ghost. That's the sacred portion, okay? We could be honest, okay? No one's gonna cut your head off because you said David, you know, literally had a man killed and slept with his wife. You know, you can say that, and you could still admit he's a great prophet, okay? Adam, great dude, I can say that, but also probably simped very hard. Just saying, okay? I'm not blaspheming the Lord, okay? I'm just saying how it is. I'm just saying, any of us would have, yeah, dude, low key. Think about it, though. You know, the only, okay, now we're getting cruel, but the only gooch in the whole world. So, you know, what are you gonna do? Leave that? You gotta, I'm just trolling. But regardless, yo, what's up, Kiram the Frozen? What's up? But I was gonna say this. I saw this video on Instagram Reels, okay? One of my favorite Instagram Reels guys, like that black dude with the effed up teeth, and he just says Diddy Foyd all the time. It just Diddy Foyd all the time. And it's like, ooh, I like the ... Be mysterious. I actually want to know, are they coming back? Dude, that's actually sad. There's no humans. Dude, is the ending we get to unlock a human? Do we treat him like a zoo animal? Yo, this is... Oh my gosh, the Ditto. And now I kind of wish we just walked around as a Ditto. Like, slid around as a Ditto. Yo, Pokopia is a nice change of pace, dude. It is nice. Dude, that is so cute. I low-key wish we stayed as, like, a little blob. I kind of wish we stayed as a little blob. I like that. Ditto's cute. I kind of like that. Regardless, okay? Regardless. I'm talking about that video. And the video's titled, okay? This video's titled, The Pussification of Men, right? And she's like, men aren't supposed to be like this. This is what the American media and the government and, like, the food additives have done to you. Like, I'm not saying you need to go to the draft, but, like, men used to go to war. And the black dude comes in, he's like, you wouldn't like what I have. He's like, wouldn't you like to hear what Diddy Foyds used to do? You know, like how Diddy Foyds used to act. Women used to act. And it's just like, this, you got to really think about why she made that video. And I think a lot of people just watch the video and they get mad or they get like, oh, what's this woman talking about? But you really got to think about why. Who's the audience for a video like that? Who's the audience for a video like that? Some bitch on the camera going, you men are all pussies now, and you're all weak, and you guys used to go to war. Who does that appeal to? Because to me, I see that and I go, yeah, I want to suck a cock right now. Yeah, actually, you know what? Men don't sound horrible. You know what? A femboy right now with a tight ass, that might be the option. Okay? Straight up. You know, that's what I'm saying, you know? There's like a weird Venn diagram of like, masculine man. I like lifting weights and like, I like freaking driving my truck and shit. But there's like a Venn diagram of that, and then like people who are into like humiliation kings. Like, it's got to line up like that. I don't know how like you could listen to that and feel anything. Like, if you're like a well-adjusted male, how you could feel anything but just like I'm gonna kill you. What are you talking about? Regardless, it is total pick-me behavior, which people might go, no, it's not, because she is like not trying to get picked by men. She's criticizing men, but no, she's criticizing men from an angle of which these, those 50-year-old boomers, right? Those weird men. She's coming from that angle. Kids these days are, back in my day, I used to go out till the lights went on, and I'd go back inside, and then I'd help my dad on the farm and shit. And then I bought a house for $2. But the interest was, Shut up, boomer. But that's who it is. You're totally right, dude. You're totally right. Yeah, women are... Yeah, dude. Flyboy ain't beating the gay LDS subculture speculations. Look, I went on a mission. Nothing sus happened. They were not that hot. Okay. The other missionaries were not that hot. Okay. No, but like women are always... It's always a transactional relationship with women. It always is. It's always, what can you do for me? And it's like, I am so done with what are you doing for me? I'm done. What am I doing for you? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. We are in the most self-centered, individualistic, sort of selfish world I think that's ever existed. The idea of a collective just isn't real. It's all a LARP. Whether you're a traditionalist or you're a communist, the idea of the collective is a total LARP. It's a total farce. No one actually believes it. Okay? Hassan Piker on one side, the communist, is one of the most selfish people in the world who extracts wealth from his own viewers, right? But that's just how the world works. Exactly my point. It's a LARP. Okay? On the other hand, you know, the idea of these traditionalists, we're going to build a commune and be a family and blah, blah, blah. It's like, no, you rent out an apartment. I know you do. You do not live in a 3-generation family home. You just don't, because it's not realistic. It's like, we live in a world that's very individualistic. We live in a world that's very anti-community. So to hear that this idea that like I as a man still have to be this sort of ATM, this sort of pot of gold that has to be extracted by a woman is just ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. Like, until those terms change, marriage, for me, is just not going to work. It's not going to work for me, dude. But yeah. I do not have deep talks. I'm just a chud. I'm just a chud. I don't even know what he's doing. I'm chasing him, though. Ooh, a Pokemon Center. All right. Yo, this is cool. So what is this Pokemon Center designed from? Is this like from the Sinnoh games? It's called a PC. Okay. Always works. This hitting electronics always fixes them, bro. Always fixes them. Yeah, the economy is volatile and inflation. Every aspect of the economy is in the shitter. Every aspect. I don't think you could point to a single aspect of the economy. Like back in the day, you could point to interest rates, like in 2020. You could talk about low inflation in the 20th century. But like now it's like, where's the good part? Houses are expensive. Unemployment's high. Wages are stagnant. Inflation's crazy. Gas, fuel, oil prices are insane, obviously, because of the war. That totally ended, by the way. It's just crazy. The Tower of Babel was the last time humanity was in harmony. No, that's real. Ironically, the last time humanity was in harmony was them trying to usurp God. Isn't that interesting? I don't really have a point to that. I was just thinking out loud. You know what I mean? Thanks. Oh, that sound, bro. That's a good sound. I'm married to the bros. No, for real, dude. Yeah, the bitches be crazy. I'm not Chad, bro. Yeah, the roads are in shambles. Look at this. These roads look like freaking, these roads look like, Salt Lake City roads, dude. Okay, all right. So, let's see. The goal... I'm going to just go actually pick up this stuff. Trace of a Pokemon. Will be recorded to your Pokédex. Okay. And that's... Boulder Shaded Tall Grass. Timber. Okay. Okay. So I'm guessing that's right here. Okay, so if I water this, then run around a bit. Or does it need to be a 4x4 grass? I don't know. I don't know, dude. I'm so glad I don't live in the US. I wouldn't say Canada's any better right now, but that's okay. Pokopia, once you beat the game, you can literally build anything. Yeah, I saw that. People be going crazy. People literally be going crazy. Is Timber supposed to show up? Maybe I need more. Okay, no, there we go. There we go. Okay, I see. I see. I got it. I got it. SLC roads are that bad, dude. I'll tell you what. Like, maybe the worst. Like, I will drive. Like, I live in, like, South Salt Lake. If I drive towards Salt Lake City, the roads visibly get shittier the closer you get to Salt Lake City. Then I drive south to Provo, and the roads get, like, visibly better as I go down to Provo. Let's go, Timber. Can Timber help us build? I feel like Timber will help us build, dude. I don't know. Canada, though. Canada's kind of reliant on America for a lot of things in trade and, like, economy-wise. So, I don't know. Basically, Canada's not... A lot of countries are kind of shielded from America. There's, like, a level of protection. As in, like, an ocean. Certain markets are a little bit more separated from America's market. But Canada's so attached to America that if we start going down the shitter, Canada's, like, getting dragged down right with us. So, we both got to be doing good or else, you know. All right, yes. Can you help build a Pokemon Center? Okay. All right. All right, dude. Is SLC the epitome of LDS wealth? I'm surprised the roads aren't golden. No, it's not. Salt Lake City hasn't really been an epitome of LDS culture for like 50 years at this point. A lot of people think it is, but it's like, no, that is more like Provo. Provo is more of that around Brigham Young University. So what you're thinking of is more akin to what Provo is.
Billy Butcher sent $1 USD. Landa done took me bloody son.
What does that even mean? Billy Butcher, thanks for the super chat. What is Omilanda done took my bloody son? Took me bloody son. Okay. What we doing here? Keep on living your best Poke life. Okay. What are we doing? Now, I'm referring to the economy, but I get what you mean. Yeah. No, SLC's gone secular. Dude, it's horrible. Like Salt Lake City. Like, think Tatooine. Except there's, like, little fragments of, like, the Jedi Temple. Like, think about Tatooine, but, like, randomly in the middle of, like, one of the cantinas, there's, like, a piece of the Jedi Temple. And then, like, Main Street, there is, like, a literal Jedi Temple, but the rest is still just Tatooine. Like, that is literally what Salt Lake City is right now. It's actually insane. Barius, what's up, dude? Oi, Huey. Homelander. Oh, it's the freaking guy from freaking The Boys. That, like, I've seen clips where you can't understand what he's saying. So, oh, dude, that sound, bro. I'm going to save up for, actually, I might save up for the bag, right? Regardless, what can this guy do? Hiya. Follow me. I'm going to go here. Can he build this? Okay. I guess not. Okay. I'm just gonna go explore a little bit. You stay right here, bruh. I'm gonna go explore a little bit. Alright, I guess you can follow me. Ooh, a book. What does this say? My grandchild plays with tank. Oh, come on. Dude, this is going to be sweet. Come on, dude. Come on. Is there a new season of The Boys already? I didn't even know. Oh. Interesting. Oh, that's cute. That's cute. That's cute. One pile of toy blocks. How? Okay. So. Look at this. Stick. Let's go. Bye. You can stay here. What do we got here? A trace of a Pokemon. Also, considering the battles in Champions are double battles, it reminds me a lot of Coliseum. Scyther? Yo! Okay. Okay. Say less. Say less. No. Say less. We're gonna get Scyther? Come on. What was I gonna say? I kind of wish they had single battles. Do they not? Because that's interesting. Because, like, it's, like, single battles are the Pokemon battle type in the games. I understand this is more, like, VGC centered, but, like, it's a little interesting if you ask me. Little interesting if you ask me. Dude, Scyther is the GOAT. Scyther is the GOAT, dude. I wonder what he could do. He could probably cut grass? Is that a thing? Or weed? Is he good at weeding? Probably has to be it. We'll just keep making more grass. I mean, why not? Boom. Oh, okay. Boom. All right, let me get these Lepa berries. I hope they had singles of champions, but doubles are competitive-centric standard. Yeah, I don't expect it. And honestly, just judging by how they're kind of like doing the bare minimum in champions, I don't think there's going to be a ton they're going to add. You know, I feel like this is going to be like one of those games where it is a live service game. You can only battle so many times. They couldn't even be damned to add all the Pokemon. Like, think about that. A lot of people are saying they will in the future. I doubt that. They might have a cycle of Pokemon that are competitively viable for a season or something like that. That's what my guess is going to be. But it's just like, this game's not that hard to put together. It's a battle simulator. It's not a whole new region. It's not like you have to create a whole new world. It's a battle simulator. If anything, this would be your opportunity to get Pokemon that are stuck on home, at least into a game you can play, you know? But I don't think that's going to happen. Oh, geez. Interesting. Seat. Let's go grab that seat. Let's go get a Hitmonchan. Let's go grab our seat. Ooh, do you think Hitmonchan could clear these? Or Scyther. That seems like a Scyther thing. That seems like a Scyther thing. Yo. Let's grab that seat, bro. Dude, I low-key like how this game is structured so far. A lot of games will just sort of hold your hand. But it seems like this game is like, it lets you sort of just walk around and figure out stuff. You know what I mean? I'm sure like, oh, look at this. Look at our starters, bruh. Look at our starters. Okay. So we got a little training area right here. So if I place something, place it down here. Oh, wrong one. Boom. There we go. We got a box? Hell yeah. Got that Hitmonchan. Come on. It's a common Pokemon. Okay. Oh. Come on. Dude. Woo! Look at that. Yes. Okay. Okay. I think he can help cut down those the cut trees in the way. Let's see what we got, dude. Scyther won a regional with the Eviolite? Hell yeah, dude. We love a goat. We love an underdog, bro. Hi there, Ditto. Great timing. I'm looking for some sturdy sticks. Any chance you got 2 of them on you? Luckily, I do have 2. Yes. Okay, that's sweet. Sure thing. Yeah, let's go. Come on. Cut. Fart loose. Fart loose. Yeah, that's that video. Oh, there's singles? Okay, there is singles for battles and champions. Okay. That's okay. That's aight. Let's go. Dude, I low-key wish we were just a Ditto. This, okay, I know this is super, like, critiquey of me. Like, nitpicky. But, like, I feel like it'd be cooler to be, like, a blob of Ditto and actually transform into the Pokemon. 3v3 singles, too? That's interesting. I feel like we could leave that one in Gen 5, but that's totally fine. It's totally fine. Heck yeah. Oh, this is how we get... This is how we get the logs, bro. Let's go build something. Let's go craft something real quick. So, is there, like, a way to get this stuff, like, an infinite amount of this stuff? It feels like by the end of the game, you might run out of some stuff. Is there a way to sort of counteract that? Or, like, have people made farms yet? Like in Minecraft? I don't know how this game works, so. Let's see what we got. I can make a table. That'd be cute. Yes. Look. That's gonna be cute. That's gonna be cute. This is our original area right here. This is the OG area. Let's go throw down a table. Boom. Alright. Let's water this. Let's water this. Oh. Let's not cut it. Let's grow it. There we go. Water trees completed. What else did it need me to do? I could probably go check. Boom. Dude, this is probably habitat right here, not gonna lie. This is probably a habitat here. Maybe not. Maybe not. Looks like a pretty nice home. Let's see what Hitmonchan's got for us. Hup here. Oh, hey, want to join me for some training? What does it want from me, dude? Sides, visual on the single punch. Okay. Nice. Ooh, there we go. Boom. Gather sturdy sticks. All right, well, we can do that. We can do that. Let's gather some sticks, gang. Let's gather some sticks, gang. Boom. Ooh, Pokeball. 20 brick borders. Maybe that's how they spawn. Maybe that's how they spawn. A horsey fountain. If I water it, does it do anything? Oh. Okay, there's pee-pee in this game. All right. Okay. What do we got over here? Wooden plate. It's interesting. Oh. There's another journal. Let's see what it says. Oh, okay. I guess we'll be doing that. All right. Let's click A on the book. Selection of Pokemon greetings. Minchino, Pikachu, and other Pokemon with the single tail-based greetings. Okay. What does that mean? Oh, just hello? Are you serious? We have Fortnite emotes. Interesting. What do you want, Hitmonchan? So is this really just like... So is the gameplay loop we're just helping out Pokemon? I feel like that's... I sure we sort of figured it out at this point. Okay. 2 decent-sized stones. All right. We know where these are. Pick that up. I think we already have one in our inventory. Okay, never mind. Let me check. No, I only got one. That's kind of cute. We got both the fighting types. That's kind of cute. I did not want that brick. There we go. There we go. Where are you at? Oh. There he is. I won't lose. I got you something. I was trying to think of what else sort of showed up this week. I'm trying to think. Like, it's just really, like, all I've been doing lately is just getting my car reliable to drive to California. You know what I mean? It's a BMW. So, you know, it takes a lot of work, takes a lot of money. But it's just, like, every weekend I've got a new project I'm doing. And it's fun. You know, it's fun to work on cars. It's just, like, you know. I wish I didn't have school. It just feels like my life, there's always one too many things I'm doing at once that I just wish I wasn't. You know what I mean? It's like right now I'm doing schoolwork. I'm doing, you know, YouTube. I'm doing actual work. I'm doing, you know, working on my car. And it's like, I feel like 3 would be fine. But I'm always stuck in this area where I have like these all going on at the same time. And it's honestly kind of ridiculous. It's honestly kind of ridiculous. Because you can never really relax. You know what I mean? I end up relaxing anyways. But when you're relaxing, there's always, I could be doing something. Because I could always be studying. Or I could always be doing something else. But it sucks. Because like if I'm working on a video or something, I'm like, oh, okay, I could be studying instead. Or I'm going to not have a job in the future and all this other stuff. And it's like, I just wish I could cut back one. So I know when I graduate, you know, I'll be able to work, stream, and I'm chill. But until then, it's just going to be this constant, oh, I have to do this, I have to do that. Yo, we got the Resident Evil storage box. That's crazy. Yo. Resident Evil storage box. What's he saying? Yes. Yes. Here's a small log. All right. Nice rock pile. Yeah, we can smash it up. Life kind of always ends up being that way. I think learning to de-stress and be content is the biggest key lesson. I'm often overwhelmed. All sides of the family are in deep drama that's plagued everyone. Insane projects at work, personal life, medical stuff. I'm still learning to balance it all, but I feel you, man. I had car troubles with the vet and my Silverado at the same time for quite some time. Yeah, I sold the Yukon. I'm tired of paying 2 insurances. I don't really need it right now. Going to Cali, I'd rather be light, you know, pack light, be forced to pack light. So it's just the Z4 right now. And so yeah, that's the plan. Callie, what you need to the BMW? I'm doing sales. I'm doing sales. I know. I sold my soul. But I feel like that's gonna help a lot this upcoming semester because I make enough money in the summer. I don't have to work during the school year. I can actually like dedicate myself to streaming. I think that's the way forward. Just getting there, you know what I mean? It's just getting there, doing it. But yeah, I see life. I feel that is right. There's always going to be those moments in life, but it's just easier when it's one thing or the other, you know what I mean? And I feel like you take away school. I think my bigger issue isn't even everything all at once. It's just that there's school. Because the problem with school is there's always some new bullshit you need to learn. And I know that's the whole point of school is that you're learning. But it's just like there's always something new you're doing every week. It's always like, all right, here's some more bullshit. With a job, you've sort of figured it out. You're expected to do a task and do it well. But it sort of builds. You know, you're working at a company. The company's trying to get more sales. The company's trying to limit its expenses. That's kind of just life, right? But at school, it's like, oh yeah, you're going to have to learn this new formula and this new bullshit this week. And then next week's going to be this other bullshit. And then you're going to take an exam on both those bullshits, and it's going to affect your entire life. And it's like, okay, that kind of sucks. And I hate it. It's ridiculous. I think my problem is more with school than anything else. No, I like that. Little books are cute. Okay, so we got Rock Smash now. So... okay, so can I like... so that is how... okay, so that is how I terraform stuff. Interesting. Okay, so that's how people just be building all this stuff. Hey, have you seen the stuff people make? It's actually insane. Dang, I suppose that makes sense then. Oh yeah, hold on. De-stress by walking. No, walking, I get 10,000 steps in every day. That's probably why it kind of looks, like, good. But, like, yeah, I think you just got to find ways to do it. It's just hard, because with school, it's always you could be doing something. And that's the problem. With work, you clock out. Really, unless you're at a shitty job, there's not a giant expectation for you outside of work. But in school, there is an expectation out of school for you to be doing shit all the time for them. And it's actually, like, human. It's horrible. No. Yeah, it's always retarded stuff. Just stuff you, like, who cares? You know what I mean? Like, right now, there's this whole class called Data Analytics and Accounting. And the first half, or the first third of the class was all about AI. And using AI effectively, prompt engineering, all that bullshit, right? Actually useful low-key, you really think about it. Because the next 2/3 of the class, you ask the professor, like, hey, doesn't AI just do this way better than I do? And there's no point in me learning this because it's just bullshit that an AI can do. He's like, yeah. You're still going to be tested on it. And I'm like, okay, you're wasting my time. Why do I need to know Ultrix? Who gives a shit? I really don't. Like, Ultrix is the creation of Satan, low-key. Yeah. I feel like as a kid, it was easy to do one thing at a time. I thought once I got out of school, too, it'd be much simpler. But life is a funny way of knocking that upside down. Well, even to school feels like a waste of time. So that aspect, I totally get it. No, and that's it. You know, if all this accounting shit I was doing was making me money, I don't think I would complain. I'd probably actually try and get better. Now I do the bare minimum. Because I'm not going into a master's program. I'm just doing a bachelor's. And so it's like my grades really don't matter. They do not matter. My grades don't. And so I'm going to do the bare minimum. And it's just funny because I'm like, it's even with doing the bare minimum, there's so much crap they just expect you to do. It's actually like ridiculous. It's actually ridiculous. The homework meeting is like groups, so you can't really like, my conscience doesn't allow me to just skip out on my group and doing projects with them. But it's just actually insane. Is this like a TM? Can I learn a move from this? Straw table notes recipe. Okay. What's up here? Wow, this kind of feels sad. Oh! What the heck? Wait, can we talk to him? Yo! That's cute. What the heck? Oh. Oh. Derp. What is that? What is that? Oh. I gotta show this to the professor, gang. I gotta show this to the professor! Yeah, I hate that school put the fear of failure in you. Dude, it's so true. Oh, should I have kept following it? It's so true. Like, especially if you're like an A student. It's like, you just can't fail. And it's like, okay, but like, we're gonna fail. Like, that's gonna happen. That's just part of life. And that's the crazy part, because you'd think school's the best place for you to learn to fail. It's safe, it's sheltered, you're a child. But no, it's like, there are like consequences for you not getting certain grades. Even in middle school. You know, I know people are like, oh, that won't affect your GPA in high school. But it's like, it kind of will. It kind of affects what classes you're actually able to get into, what you're going to be put into. You know, so, I don't know. Let's have him look at this. Okay. I was like, I don't want him taking that from me. Kind of selfish like that. Probably wants me to buy something. Yeah. Immediately buying this. Yeah, let's go, dude. Yeah. The consciousness not allowing you to skip group work is so real. Low-key sucks being a nice guy. It's horrible. Because, like, now I do the bare minimum. I used to carry groups, especially in high school, early college, because I didn't want my grade to get fucked up, right? But I don't care about my grades anymore. But that still is just not allowing me to just skip. Because I have an assignment due tomorrow. A group one. We're filling out a 1040, you know, a hypothetical 1040 by hand. And it's just like reality, me speaking, being real, is my grade's where I want it. I could literally just skip the final. I'll get a C, maybe a D+. I pass. Who gives a shit? But then my conscience is like, I gotta help my group. Because they care, you know. It's horrible. Like, I just wish I could kind of be like those guys who didn't care. You know what I mean? Who would leave you out to dry. What is that? Do I punch it out? Oh. Okay. That's a TM. What the heck? Vermilion City theme. Oh. Okay. Okay. So I guess we can play music somewhere? Oh, I need to gather sturdy sticks. I forgot about that. Derp. I forgot about that. But yeah, also parents do the same thing. Yeah. You know, mine were better at that. But it's still horrible what we do. We kind of like rape children's minds with just not letting them fail. It's like we should make it clear that their grade, and people think this won't work, but it's like, no, for the students that will be successful, you need to make it clear that they can mess up here and that it will be fine and that a bad grade won't ruin their life, and make it clear that it won't affect where they're sorted and all this other stuff. Because the problem is you make A's matter. And then it's like, okay, all the smart students are now paranoid and afraid to fail. All the dumb students don't give a shit anyways. That's not going to affect them. So it's like, if we just made it where it didn't care, where like grades really didn't matter early on for elementary or middle school, like they didn't, you know, it didn't affect placement. That was more done by like IQ and standardized tests and shit like that. And then we could really focus on the kids that are going to be geniuses, that are going to be smart. You know, you take a kid who gives a shit. You say, hey, you can fail here. They'll fail. They learn to be good with failure. They become better. They're geniuses that are okay with failing. That's the ideal. The students that don't give a shit aren't going to give a shit whether you say grades matter or not. Either way, they're going to get D's. Who cares? Okay. Honestly, that's their volition at that point. I genuinely I'm of the mind that like kids at that point, the ethic, how much they care, it's kind of set in stone. They're going to be blue collar, but we need blue collar. You know what I mean? But now we get all these smart kids in blue collar because the economy sucks. So it's kind of like we live in an upside down world. It's really just kind of shitty. No, it is kind of weird, dude. Oh, I did follow Ho, right? Or no? They pulled off the post-apocalyptic thing very well. Like you just think of it once in a while, very creepy. No, that's exactly it, dude. It's kind of crazy to think about because you're like sort of walking around, but then like that new area here. Let me go back to it just to show you guys. Is like when I came up over here, look around, it's kind of shitty. It's kind of like, but a lot of games kind of feel like, oh, you know, it's incomplete, whatever, like My Sims even or something like that. But you come over here, and I just remember walking over here, opening the door, and just being like, wow, yeah, this used to be lived in. Like, a human used to live here. They're just dead. They're gone. But you got this happy music, and I'm like a little cute little ditto walking around. But no, it's horrifying. I know, it's like the Patrick and SpongeBob on the roller coaster. But it's like, yeah, it's kind of like sad. You know what I mean? It's a nice little contrast. Something I really don't expect from a Pokemon game, you know? Man. I wish I had a nice place to sleep. I like that he turned into a ditto when he dropped to the ground. You see Luga and Ho in the sky fall and they drop something? Yeah. We got the feather. I don't know what it's for, but we'll find out, dude. Aw, thanks. He wants a bed. Okay, we'll go get you a bed, pal. Straw bed. Didn't we already find... Whatever. Oh, we had a straw bed. Okay. Let's go make one of these. Let's go make one of these. Boom. Yes, we'll put it on the ground for you, pal. We'll put it on the ground for you, pal. And then we'll go talk to Squidward. I guess Squidward from now on. Thanks, a stick. Thanks. As a white-collar worker, blue-collar is way more respectable. Most kids have a better shot succeeding in our society going blue anyways. And that's the thing, is, like, in my opinion, I have full respect for blue-collar workers, but, like, white-collar work should matter, should mean something, should actually get you paid well, but it just doesn't. And it really is, like, you know, I know people are like, you shouldn't have gone to college. You should have just done blue-collar then. It's like, bro, we're 17 when we apply to college. You know that, right? I was 17 when I applied to all the colleges I was going to. Like, I'm sorry, but, like, we aren't allowed to be adults until we're, like, 22. Really. We're not really allowed to be adults till we're 22. But our entire life is going to be dependent on a single decision we make when we're 17. You know what I mean? So it's just kind of like... The boomers really effed it up for our generation. Same with Gen X to a degree. By sort of pigeonholing all the youth of millennials, Gen Z, into white-collar university work. Because you're right. Now it's become lucrative to be blue-collar because demand. It's simple demand, you know, and supply. There's less blue-collar workers. You're going to get paid more. Now, me personally, I don't care if I get paid less for white-collar work. I would prefer that. Because everyone acts like it's hell on earth, right? They're like, I have nothing to do all day. You're complaining about that, really? No, that actually irritates me to no end. And this isn't a woe is me thing, but as someone who actually, like, has to grind and just do shit all the time, you know... When I see people with a high-paying job, even you know what? A paying job. Not even at the high, just decent paying job. And they're like, oh, I have nothing to do all day. It's boring. I hate my job because it's boring. I'm like, we have cell phones. We have the entire library of Alexandria. What is it, Alexandria? The Library of Alexandria, right? At our fingertips. We have Instagram Reels on your phone. There is something to fill your time with, and you're complaining. And as someone who has to actually grind all the freaking time at work, at school, on YouTube, I'm just like, you need, like, can you shut up? Oh, my job's so hard. I have nothing to do. I wish I got paid to do jack shit. And then they're like, oh, I quit that job and joined a different job. And it's just like, it's this weird, I don't even know what to call it. I know a lot of people like, just wait till you get into that line of work. And then you'll realize how brain dead it is. And it's like, dude, I mop floors and study bullshit all the time. Like, I will take the doom scrolling on company time. I don't see the problem here. I really don't see the problem. I think, ironically, I think it's a lack of willpower from these people. I'll explain in a second. Jesus loves everyone, so that means I do too, but we can acknowledge the boomer generation kind of murked us. Not gonna lie. Not kind of, no, they totally did. I don't even think it's controversial to say that the boomers ruined this country. The boomers ruined this America is totally destroyed because of the boomer generation. From multiple angles, and it would take maybe 4 streams to really go into depth on all of them. But economy, demographics, culture, you know, pretty much everything. the job market, the housing market. There are so many angles in which the boomers are solely responsible for the absolute just sort of degradation of our country. And it's ridiculous. So how do I check? How's your comfort level? Okay. You can press your home to display the area around it. So I got to make the area around the bed better. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, so if I hold right, okay, so that's kind of the area. So if I just water it, I mean, it should be better immediately, right? If I just water it. Okay, I'm going to water it real quick. I'm sure he'll like that. I forgot what I feel like I was saying something else too. No, it's a lack of willpower. So if you get a job and your complaint is that it's brain dead work and that, like, if you're like one of those people that are like the Office Space guy or like Ed Norton from Fight Club, like that, I'm sorry. I know, like, saying like, I'm so bored, I wish I was doing something makes you feel good inside. Because it makes you sound like the striver. You're striving. You want to do something with your hands. You don't. You don't, because you get home and you do jack shit. You have no hobbies. But, again, I'll play this game. You feel like a striver. Oh, I hate that I have nothing to do all day at work. I wish my job was more engaging. If you have all that free time and can't find a way to fill it, you know, whether it is doom scrolling or it's reading or it's learning how to work on your company's software or whatever. That's on you. You complaining about that? That's a lack of willpower on your part. You're presented with a brilliant opportunity that everyone in the history of the entire human race wishes they had, which is that they would be paid to exist. Is that not all what we ask for? To be paid to exist. You are granted that opportunity and you complain. Oops, don't do that. And I just put out the fire. Hey, Charmander. Follow me. Follow me. Dude, I might be autistic because once they added the square, I immediately went, okay. I'm ready to roll. I do want to make this place look better. Like, I want to water every little tile in this entire place. Because they gave me the square, dude. So true. Literally can't relate at all with that mindset. I know. I don't even know what... Maybe... I don't know. I feel like these people have never really grinded once in their lives. You know what I mean? I just don't think they have. And I think now that they get into a job, that gives them... It's a lot of freedom. Like, these white-collar jobs, you get a lot of money. You get your weekends. You get your evenings. I don't have that, by the way. I don't have that. I don't have my evenings. You know, straight up from like literally from 11 a.m. to 1 a.m. I'm working. Okay. I'm working. And anytime before, I'm dedicating to either studying because I have to study for class because it's exams, or I'm editing videos, thumbnails, all this other stuff, or making merch or whatever, just designing shit. And it's like, if I was given an opportunity to only work 8 hours a day, and there's no expectation for me to study outside of those hours, there's no expectation for me to do anything outside of those hours, I would take it in a heartbeat. And that's exactly what the white-collar worker is, and the fact that people complain about that is actually insane. Let's go build this. Let's go build a straw table. Let's go put it down over here. See if that helps their comfort level. Let's pull this weed. No one likes to be around some weeds. Let's go put this right here. Oh, bye-bye, by the way. No more following me. But I'm a creep. All right, how's your comfort level? It wants a toy, huh? I got one of those. I got one of those. Hold on. What now? Dude, let's go. Squirtle, what do you want? Wake up! What do you want? I think my problem with Champions is that it's relying too much on Pokemon Home. I mean, they kind of have to. Isn't it the same company making it as well? Nice. It wants another toy. Timber's like, hey, Get back over here. Is this a toy? Yeah, it's a toy. Let's go. That's cute. How's your comfort level? Ah. Okay, so we gotta go get him a fireplace over there. That's smart. Let's go grab him one. Boom. Boom. And that's my thoughts. Just life, you know what I mean? Job market. Something about this game just makes me want to talk about state of the world. State of the world and stuff and shit like that. Like, really deep, man. Hold on. If I... There we go. Okay, let's throw this down right here. Oh, I need to get Charmander over here. Dang, I should have grabbed Charmander first. Come over here, Charmander. Get over here. Slave. Follow me. I can't wait for everything Flyboy's doing outside of streams to be pointless because streaming becomes full-time. I hope so, dude. I hope so. I don't really know how... Like, I don't know where I go from here. I have clippable moments. I think I totally do. And I enjoy streaming. It's great. I just get to talk my mind, you know, play some Pokemon. Nothing too deep. It's like, where do I go? You know, like... Obviously, I need to advertise. I need to make shorts. I need to do all these things. It is a full business, and I think I underestimated how much of a business it really is. It's not all creative, you know. Not everything I do is creative. You know what I mean? I'm going to have to sacrifice that. That YouTube short is going to be slop. It's going to be utter slop. But it has to be done. And it's actually like blackpilling, because I feel like back in the day, maybe this is just me with rose-tinted glasses, I feel like you could get away with just being yourself, streaming, and naturally things just happen, you know? I mean, I feel like I fill in the space. I'm myself. I think there's at least a little bit of a pull, you know, to my streams. But it's just like, back in the day, you could get away with it. Just being a creative and posting your stuff, having fun. But now you got to treat it like a business, or it's just going to be stagnant. As you guys have seen, I mean, I've had the same viewership on these streams since I've started. It's stagnant, and the only way to scale up really is to make that slop, bro. To make that slop, dude. Thanks, Sweetkin Club, by the way. I think organic audience growth through main videos is the move. I think that too. I started, not started, but I've continued. I'm truly trying to piece it together. I think Alpha Red's a huge inspiration for the type of video I want to make with these playthroughs of like Emerald, even the main story games. Because I will have some narration throughout the story, throughout the video. It'll be long form, but then I'll take clips from the stream itself. I can react to chat. And I think that's something about Alpha Red's videos that I respect a lot, is that it blends that sort of stream vibe with a video that feels put together. And including chat, including those moments, sort of has this natural pull that's like, hey, I want to be part of this. So, I don't know. That I think that's a plan forward, dude. It was way more cream rises to the top. That's exactly how I thought it was back in the day. Could totally be wrong, but I think that's how it used to be. Like, it used to be that mindset Henry Ford had, which was like, if you make a good product, the customers will come. I don't think that's the truth anymore. Not even close. Wonder how many generations Pokemon are going to do? I don't know. Like, frankly, it's almost like they can't even handle 1,000. When's the last time they've had a game that actually had all the Pokemon in it? Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon? Like, I don't know what the hell they're thinking with 10,000 Pokemon. You can't even handle having 1,000 right now. What are you doing? I kind of like this. This is chill. Daily challenges too. Interesting. Place furniture and decorations. We completed that. We completed that. We completed that. We gotta make more habitats. Okay. We used life coins. Interesting. Check out sparkling ripples. Maybe it's something over here. Yeah, maybe we could punch this out, dude. You're legit go to YouTuber. Just gotta find the piggies. Since they hit 10, I bet since they hit 10, I bet they're going to 30. Generations, you think? I don't know. But yeah, I mean, that's good to hear. Like, I love my YouTube videos. I think we're gonna have to change the format a bit. I don't think it's sustainable. And especially with AI and stuff. Like, guys, I love my Villainous Teams videos. I love my sort of scripted videos. But the way it's going with AI, I've seen videos that are legitimately, and I don't mean this from like a soul perspective, but just objectively better than my videos. Completely done by AI. And that initially is why I started streaming. But second, it's shifting what I'm trying to do with my videos. It's fun, you know. I talk about the Villainous Teams in depth. When do you really get that in Pokemon? Most Pokemon content's like baseline, just baseline bullshit, you know, menial, like, I press A and it's funny or whatever, right? But, you know, it's just, now we're just in a time where that sort of style of video, narration, talking about facts, I can't really beat AI in that realm. And it's sad. It's different. But that just means I need to lean in what makes me me. You know what I mean? What do we see here? Game Freak cooked with Pokopia. No, I like it. But this is Koei Tecmo, right? They're the main guys who made it. I don't know if Game Freak was super involved in this one. I've never seen an AI video that's better than man-made, especially when it comes to in-depth lore dives. I think my point is just that, you know, a lot of my personality wasn't found in those videos because they were so heavily scripted. I think I was worried about getting things right, you know, making things as objective as possible while still having my opinion, of course. But it's like, I just don't see that type of video being competitive long term. You know, my video has to be, and it is okay to be wrong in clips, you're right. It's just being on YouTube, it's so weird. YouTube comments are the worst, I'll tell you what. You mess up one little thing, there's 14 comments pointing out a timestamp going, oh, I here it should have been this. It's like, okay. I know I should ignore that, but part of me is like, it's so nitpicky, it's ridiculous. Regardless, I'm going to try to lean into videos that are, try to find a format that works long term. That's exactly it too. I want to make I want my videos to be in a way, something that blends what we have here with my long form formats. A little bit more scripted, a little bit more intentional, but I want it to involve, Drifloon. Oh, Misty, you're okay, girl. You're okay. Chill out, girl. You're okay, Misty. Lay down. Come on, girl. Come here. Hey. So yeah, that's the vibe. It's tough because you build your channel on one thing. Yeah, Misty reference. Hey, girl, chill. You want the Kaya treatment? Hold on, I'll be right back. I'll show her on stream. Look at this. Look at this. We got dogs, okay? We got dogs. Dogs are goated, dude. We're going to use Thunderbolt. We're going to use Thunderbolt on our dog. We're like Hassan Piker. Oh. Do you think Hassan Piker would ever let Kaya lick his face? Or is that like against his religion or something? Yeah, I definitely have to experiment. That's got to be something I just got to do. Should experiment with me? Hell yeah, Sweetkin Club. We'll experiment. We'll experiment. We'll experiment. We'll do a little bit experimentation. Call me Professor Flyboy, because I'll be experimenting on you. But no, that's like, but that's the thing is like, Pause. Like, YouTube, I love the long form content, but can I just complain for a moment? This is, I want to, okay, chat, you're getting, I know, like, it's like paused on screen, basically. I haven't moved at all. I've done nothing all episode, but I feel like Pokopia is one of those games we could just sort of jack off and, like, talk and stuff. I saw that Clav had a seizure. That is sad, but he didn't die, so we're chill. Oh yeah, I do gotta find those journals. But YouTube, I was scrolling it today, and I'm utterly appalled at what we have for content. Am I part of the problem? Maybe. Not really. I feel like my videos are well made enough. But I saw this video, and it really just pissed me off. I didn't watch it. I just saw the thumbnail. It was a Spirit Tracks video. Legend of Zelda Spirit Tracks, as you guys may know or may not know. It's a pretty old game at this point. And it was like, why does everyone love Spirit Tracks? Is it really good? I went, hold on. Who the hell says they love Spirit Tracks? That's like a small minority of people. My brother has Spirit Tracks on the DS. I played it as well. On that same cartridge. It's a fine game, but like, no one's raving about Spirit Tracks. What the hell is the premise of this video? It's just wrong. Why does everyone love Spirit Tracks? Is it secretly good? I'm like, dude, this is just wrong. Like, and it kind of goes to this idea that everyone, like, it feels like people want to be contrarian, but they can't commit to being a hater. It's got to be a contrarian in the inverse, like, I love too much type contrarianism. Where it's like, everyone thinks this game's shitty. I actually love it. It's never just like, everyone loves this game and I think it's dog water. It's always got to be this weird framing where you have to be positive to be contrarian. I just found it super weird because I was like, that's just a wrong premise. That's just a wrong premise. No one likes Spirit Tracks. And don't start the video off with that premise. Why don't you reverse it? Why does everyone hate Spirit Tracks? And maybe you could explain why you don't hate it. But it's just wrong. I was like, this is bullshit on my screen. Yeah, it's like, it just doesn't make sense. And I'm scrolling through, and even automotive content, it's just, there's such a drought of good shit. There's such a drought of good shit. I'm trying to watch content. I'm just trying to consume content. And there's nothing there. There's just nothing there. So I guess I should be making videos more. Because people gotta eat, you know? And you can't eat without a good YouTube video on, bro. So yeah. Yeah, real haters. Give me the real haters, dude. I'm sick and tired of this fake lovey half-ass contrarianism. Oh, I really love Sword and Shield. Yeah, you and literally the whole planet. It's only the second highest selling Pokemon game of all time. Really? Is that really such a hot take? That's what I always found. I love new product. Yeah, you and literally everyone else, okay? Sorry. Yeah. You know, it's actually ridiculous. It's actually ridiculous. Dude, I miss the old donut vids, man. Dude, me too, dude. Me too. Like, there's a very few channels I still watch. Speaking of donut, Big Time. Big Time's probably my favorite. I wear their merch. I literally advertise for them. Big Time's probably, if you want to get into automotive content, Big Time's the GOAT. It's so human. It's so real. That's part of what I mean with the AI thing happening is like, you got to be real. You got to be yourself. If you're not yourself, oh my gosh. How do I read that journal? Chat. I missed that. I did not know it was going to go away like that. Is it in collection? There we go. Yo, Cycling Road! Was that it? We already read that one. We had that one. Yo, so this was Cycling Road. No, that's kind of cool. Dang. Oh yeah, we should probably build a habitat for this Driftloon, dude. Sword and Shield aren't the best games, even as a fan of Gen 8. And that's fine. You know, you're being realistic. That's fine, too. We could also go for some realists. Honestly, being a contrarian at this point is synonymous with being realist. You know what I mean? You're telling me you actually got to read in this game? I know, it's crazy, dude. I'll make you one. Okay, so what do we got to make here? What do we got to make here? Writing warm updrafts. 3 campfires. All right, we got that. Okay. So we'll... Where could we build it? Okay. Does it want a specific spot? I'm guessing right by the Pokemon Center. We could do that. Are we allowed to move habitats? I don't know how that works yet. I'm not too worried about the format of my town yet, because it's not even like a town, really. It's not really a town. Just kind of a plot of land. You know, this is irritating me. Like, we can't really see... We can't, like... It's like we live in a segregated neighborhood. Here's the ghetto. Here's the ghetto. And here's the nice neighborhood. Nah, we're breaking down the barriers. We're freaking Martin Luther King Jr. up in this bitch. Hold on. Integration will happen. Forced integration, bitch. Boom. Federally mandated. Boom. Welcome to Detroit. Welcome to Detroit, bitch. Anyways. Tear down the wall. Alright, come on. Let's pick up that stuff. Because I want to be able to see my happy little family over here, okay? Is there a way I can mass pick up things? Picking things up one by one is actually insane. This game really doesn't respect your time. Remember that? Remember that? This game really does not respect your time. Misty, we're about to skin you alive and zap you with a shot collar. Yeah, yeah. It's gonna happen. Boom. Boom. Dude, Timber is like, I'm not like you fellas. He's like Scyther and Hitmonchan. I am not like you. The bad boy Pistons of the 80s and early 90s, dude. Good old days. Good old days. Not sure if you unlocked it yet, but it does come soon. Hold down Y and you'll suck in enemies like Kirby. Thank you. Well, thank you. That's great. I'm glad. Dude, Caleb, goated for that. See, this is why Pokemon's always been a social game, okay? Look, I learned something new. Didn't know. Just because I talked to someone. You know, and that's the thing is, like, Pokemon needs to keep that social aspect. I love in-person trades. Because, like, you get to meet people. You guys learn stuff. You know? I'm sure that's in the game somewhere. There's something telling me that that's how it's done. But, you know. That's fine. That's fine. We need to enter this to all the Poke retards on Twitter. No, it's true. And I'm willing to be that. The problem is, like, growing on that sucks. Because, like, I don't even know if it'll get views. Will I just be like this angry old man screaming into the void and just alienate my fan base? But it's like, you know what? It's a small enough fan base. And I assume a lot of you guys are here because I'm Flyboy. I'm not sure how much of you are here because, like, oh, I want more Heart Gold Soul Silver videos on what makes them so nostalgic and shit. So, but yeah, and it's just got to be real. The people on Twitter, they're all liars, you know? The people that, like, talk about they love this, they love that, they're all liars, you know? We got people claiming to be Pokemon fans, haven't even played the OGs. They haven't played through Kanto. It's like, that's, like, you can be a Pokemon fan and not play through Kanto, but don't be the spokesperson for Pokemon fans on Twitter. Maybe humble yourself a little bit, you know? I know you got some fame or whatever, but it's like I saw this guy playing through Final Fantasy VII for the first time, and on his X bio, it was like listing fandoms. It's like Kingdom Hearts, Pokemon, Final Fantasy. And it's like, you haven't even played 7. You want to chill out a bit? You know? Yeah, dude, Twitter's horrible now. Unfortunately, I am addicted. But, you know. Unfortunately, I'm addicted. But yeah, it sucks now. It's actually ridiculous how bad it's gotten. AI bots everywhere. It's not this. It's this. It's not just bad. It's horrible. Just some AI ass, like, comments everywhere, dude. Oh, Elon Musk do be corny. He do be. Follow me, gang. We're gonna get Drifloom over here. Got 3 in a row, bud. 3 in a row. Am I tired? No, I'm chill. Pokemon updates. That's the way to do it. I mean, Twitter, I know people like Elon bought Twitter and people thought it'd be the downfall of Twitter. They made like Blue Sky and stuff, but like low-key Twitter's still that thing. It's still him. Twitter's still him, unfortunately. Yeah, Pokemon, I think Winds and Wave will just be another Pokemon game. I don't think it's going to be anything special. You know, what will be special might... Okay, Drifloon's got to follow me. Come here, gang. I just, you know, and my hopes aren't high. I'm never doing that again. You know, Sun and Moon. Boom. Let's go. Okay, he's going to go back on his own. Let's go. Dude, this game, I can see why people could just play this game for hours. Just chill. It's fun. It gives me Mystery Dungeon vibes. I really do love it. It feels like we're building up, you know, the town and Mystery Dungeon from the ground up. It really is nice. I love it. I actually love it. I still need to kind of get used to this weird human glubby thing. But I actually really enjoyed it. You know, it's chill, laid back. Nothing like insane. It's not intense, but I don't think it's supposed to be. You know what I mean? And we just started, but I think we come a long way. You step back, you look around town. Nothing huge, but we got a nice little habitat over there. We'll just have to expand the one over here. But yeah, I think that's actually going to do it for me on this stream, guys. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. It's been awesome. 6:03. But yeah, that's going to do it for me. If you guys are here on YouTube, make sure to hit the like button down below. Make sure to hit the subscribe button as well. If you're on Twitch, which I don't think anyone is, we're probably going to ditch it for kick soon anyways. Make sure to hit the follow button down below. Make sure to comment on the VOD on YouTube. The comments mean a lot to me. I like seeing the comments. And I think it helps with engagement or something like that. But WStream, I love y'all. Love y'all. Let's see the top fans of the stream tonight. We did miss Barrius, unfortunately. We got Pixel Pulse at 5, Cocoa Bunny Girl at 4, Sweetkin Club at 3, Golden Moonlight at 2, and Caleb at 1. Thank you guys so much for being the top fans of the stream. And a special shout out for our super chatters of the stream today. We got Barrius, Billy Butcher. Thank you guys for the super chats. Barrius wasn't here in the chat, but he was here in spirit and in the super chats, of course. But yeah, that's going to do it for me. What do you guys think about Pokopia? I might put a poll up tonight. Seeing if people want Pokopia or Fire Red next stream. I'll play the Huzlock whenever I feel like it. How about that? But Fire Red or Pokopia next. Maybe even Final Fantasy VII Remake. You know, who knows? But no, totally. I'll probably put a poll on the community page, but look out for that. But that's going to be doing it for me. Love y'all. Love y'all. WStream. What's my outro again? It's been too long. Oh yeah. Always remember, or is it always remember? I don't know. I'll have to rewatch my old VODs. Always remember, Jesus Christ is King. I'm Flyboy. And until next time, peace.